Hey everyone, welcome back to Bryan's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. Today's case actually takes us to my home state of Virginia. This case happened all the way back in 2012. We are going to be talking about the disappearance of Robert Fitzgerald, who went by Bobby. He was 60 years old at the time, roughly 5'11", 160 pounds, red hair, hazel eyes. He was well known in his hometown of Staunton, Virginia. We're going to get more into this as I get into the video. Please stick around to the end if you would. I'm trying to get through all the cases that you guys send to me. I'm trying to do them in order. Stick around for more information at the end. Robert was living in the town of Staunton, Virginia, pictured here. It is south of Harrisonburg and very close to the West Virginia border. Here is one of the first missing posters that was put up when Robert went missing. At the time, he was just loving life and actually just looking forward to retirement. He was working at a place called Ply Gym. I'm going to have some pictures coming up here. These are just some pictures of downtown Staunton. This is a picture of the factory and company where he had worked for over 30 years. He was well known to love the outdoors. He was an experienced hiker. One of his favorite places to go was Gypsy Hill Park, which is the red area circled there. I'm going to have some more pictures of that park coming up. He was often seen there running. He was not only an avid runner, but an avid hiker. This is another picture of Robert at the time of his disappearance. On that fateful day of November 11th, 2012, it is believed that he went to visit his mother, who was 90 years old at the time. He stopped at a convenience store in downtown Staunton, pictured here. The thought is that after visiting his mother, he went and headed up to Shenandoah Mountain, which is west of Staunton and is on the border that separates Augusta County from Highland County. We know that Mr. Fitzgerald went on a 3-mile hike with one of his friends in the area of which they call the Confederate Breastworks. It's a very common trail that attracts a lot of people. It's a beautiful area. Sometime during that hike, he lost not only his cellular phone, but one of his shirts along the way. The Augusta County Sheriff's Office actually has video footage of Mr. Fitzgerald with his female companion on that day because there was a video crew there that just happened to be filming a production and caught them on camera. Having lost not only his cell phone, but some of his other personal property, this was his catalyst for going up to Shenandoah Mountain the following day. Now, this is a picture of the terrain. I just wanted to give you an idea what it looks like. I'm going to have a picture coming up here from the summit of Shenandoah Mountain. These are all beautiful, beautiful areas. They bring out many hikers every year. One of the sad things that we do know about this case that he had gone up there to look for his cell phone, but another hiker had actually already found his cell phone. Another tragedy of this case was that he was off from work, so he was not actually reported until November 15th, roughly 3 days after he was last seen. Authorities immediately sprung into action. They found his car at the Confederate Breastworks parking lot soon after they started their investigation. Inside the 2001 Kia, they found his trail pack, which contained various power bars, water bottles, a flashlight, rain poncho, and other gear that you would have carried if you were going to be out for several days. This led the authorities to believe that Robert had just gotten out of his vehicle to look around some area and something happened during that time. Over the next 5 days, more teams got involved, including the Staunton Police Department. More than 50 miles of trails and 4,500 acres were covered. There were over 200 search and rescue personnel, along with various people from the community. The state police got involved. They sent out a helicopter. There were also various canine teams that came out, as well as people on horseback that aided in this search for Mr. Robert Fitzgerald. During the initial phases of the search, they thought it was just a matter of time. They thought he could not have gone that far. They thought they would find him. However, besides his car, no other evidence was found. Even with all the canine teams and various other resources that they brought in, it was like he just vanished off the face of the earth. Weeks turned into months during the search for Robert Fitzgerald. They just found nothing, and the search obviously fizzled off and had to be called off. Eventually there was a $50,000 reward put up by some of his friends. They thought that this would spark some kind of help or leads. However, even with this reward, the police on the case didn't receive one tip, which is very odd, because a lot of times in these cases when a reward is put up, you get crazy people that call, people with false leads. This, they didn't get anything. It was just silence. Then, of course, the theories started. People started saying that, oh, he might have just gone up there to commit suicide. People in the town that knew him said that he was a very nice guy. They are all quoted in saying that they knew him, but they didn't know the real Bobby. They are quoted in saying Bobby was the kind of guy everyone knew but didn't know. None of them believe that he went up there to take his own life. They believe he went up there to search for his lost property. Something happened. The common theory nowadays is that he got lost, maybe suffered some kind of an injury, which possibly led to hypothermia. A lot of people don't believe this, though. They don't understand that he was very familiar with the area. His car was found in an area where he was known to frequent. They believe that he couldn't have gotten far, and after all these man hours that were put in, they still found absolutely no trace of Robert Fitzgerald. Then there are the outlier theories that he just met up with somebody and there was foul play that was involved. I even read one that there was some evidence that it might have been a gang initiation of some kind. I mean, who knows? We know that he absolutely loved his job where he was working. He was looking forward to retirement. He loved his mother, which everybody says that knew him, that he would never take his own life. I personally don't believe that is what happened. I really don't know what happened to Bobby Fitzgerald. It's possible that he just wandered off looking for his cell phone, suffered a fall, then tried to find shelter and ultimately succumb to the elements. That's probably the most likely scenario. Even to this day in Staunton, this remains an unsolved mystery, and sadly his mother passed away in 2015 without ever knowing what happened to her beloved son. One of the things that makes this case such a mystery is this is a very highly trafficked area. There's tons of hikers that come out every year, yet after over a decade, no trace of him has ever been found. No article of clothing, nothing. One of the other theories is that this was the beginning of hunting season. People think that he might have been accidentally killed by a hunter. There's no evidence of this. It's just another one of those theories. I'd like to dedicate this video to Robert Bobby Fitzgerald, all his family and friends and loved ones, everyone who knew him, everyone who worked so hard and is still working hard to try and bring his family some answers. I just pray and hope that you will find that closure soon. I want to thank you all for watching. As always, I really appreciate all your comments and feedback, so please leave me some comments and let me know any cases that you'd like me to cover. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. Hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. I just wanted to talk about all the case suggestions that you bring to me. I'm trying to do them in order and as fairly as possible. If there is a case that is present or that my team is working on, I of course am going to cover that case first, but I have gotten your emails and I am going to cover the cases that you've submitted. I really appreciate all of you reaching out and for all your support. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free, and I will always work on anything that you want with the channel, whether it's a case or any of your suggestions for improving the channel. I'm always open to any type of feedback, and I really appreciate it. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that would be awesome. All my info is in the description. Also, if you'd like to be entered into this next coin giveaway, all you need to do is leave me a comment saying you want to be entered into the giveaway, and leave a case suggestion or a comment on the video or anything that you want. I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you again for all your support, and I will see you next time.